A lot of great events. We're talking about possibly doing an outdoor ice hockey game with collegiate teams. So a lot of different events, and what's nice is a lot of these events are televised locally, regionally, and nationally. And the first time people see, for the most part in this country, see Chester, Pennsylvania, and Delaware County, they see a beautiful shot of the bridge, a stadium full, and it's so many people I know from across the country told me what a great, gorgeous place, you know, that you get to play in, and so it's great for us and the region. So a lot of events we're looking at. We hope to have 30 or 40 events of the year. We're going to have River Rambles coming down Chester again.
Okay.
They're going to be done outside the stadium. We're talking about doing some music festivals and things around the nature. We've got such a great site. We want to have people to come down here and have great days in the summer and enjoy it.
Well, it certainly is a beautiful facility that you have right here. And if you have not been down to the soccer stadium, put it on your list of things to do. Tom, thank you very much for being on the Sheriff's Corner.
Rick's Sheds and Gazebos is your source for all your outdoor needs. From sheds to gazebos, arbors, and swing sets, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Choose from our large selection with 3 acres of samples for you to explore. Our friendly staff offers personalized service and attention to detail, and with over 28 years in the business, our experience can be your best resource. Complete your living space with quality patio furniture. Our indoor-outdoor sets will provide your family with years of enjoyment. So stop by Rick's Sheds today.
Delaware County's most wanted. James Swavely, last known address Old Forge Crossing, Devon, charged with violation of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, wanted for failure to appear for court. James Terrell MacArthur, charged with identity theft, receiving stolen property, access device fraud, wanted for failure to appear for court. Jeremy Tannenbaum, charged with intent to manufacture or deliver a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, wanted for failure to appear for court. Raymond Conlon, born in 1980, last known address South Brighton Avenue, Upper Darby, wanted for failure to appear for court, charged with simple assault and DUI. Craig Thompson, charged with resisting arrest, receiving stolen property, and retail theft, wanted for failure to appear for court. Tiana Hurt, last known address South Roberts Road, Bryn Mawr, wanted for failure to appear for court, charged with possession of a weapon on school property. To make anonymous reports or for more information, call 1-877-R-WANTED or visit DelcoMostWanted.com.
We're here once again with Tom Veit, president of the Philadelphia Union. And Tom, ready to take a tour of this beautiful facility, PPL Park.
Well, it's 18,500 seats. We have the general seating service. We have the area that's over here that is for our supporters group, the Sons of Ben. They're a unique bunch. They are great supporters of the team, very passionate, and we actually redesigned that into the stadium. They started, actually before we ever did, becoming a supporters group to get a team to Philadelphia. They have grown since with us, and so we redesigned that, and that holds 2,000 supporters, and that is the place, that's the spark plug of the stadium, we like to say, is all the energy starts there and then goes out. We have approximately 1,200 club seats that have a padded seat, and then over at the other area is our about a 12,000 square foot club that you can grab dinner, a drink, go in there before, after, or during the game to cool off, and that area. The playing surface is a Patriot Bermuda surface. It's all grass, specially designed, drain system put in underneath. We actually, in one of the very rainy Delaware County days, had a little bit of a flood issue, and in about 15 minutes it drained completely. We played the game on the field about 2 hours later.
Now, you mentioned the word energy. That's something to be said about a stadium that is, especially for soccer, the intimacy. You want that, right?
Yeah, it is. And that's the thing about soccer these days is when it first started being played in the U.S., it was played in NFL stadiums. People think because the United States, we play the NFL in 70,000 seat stadiums. 90% of the stadiums in the world are 30,000 seats or less. Soccer is a very intimate environment. You're right on it. You see, we're at the highest point in the stadium right now for a seat, and you're practically on the field. And of course, the fact that it's PPL Park, named after an energy company, has a little bit to do with it too. And one interesting part about our stadium is all the energy used by our stadium is done by renewable sources, either wind or hydropower. we use to power the entire stadium as part of our agreement with PPL.
Interesting. So you say moving into that next generation, trying to cultivate soccer fans, also some of the methods of running the place new as well. You know, my first look, you look at the seats, you talk about the intimacy and people being on top of things. I couldn't believe the capacity you have here. It looks smaller than it even is, so you have that feel, yet you can put the people in.
Right, and we also have the ability to expand a little bit. You know, we eventually could get up into the low 20s, but that'll be it for us. We want to keep it a very tight, very loud group, and when you're in here, because of the roof structures and things, this is a very loud building. It's very intimidating. In fact, the visiting teams and our team, the tunnel's right there in between our supporters group. So you have to walk through the belly of the beast before you can play in the stadium. So it's quite intimidating, as most Philly baseball parks are.
Okay, Tom, we talked about the great view for the fans and their seats. Now we're somewhere else where some other folks sit. Tell us where we are, who sits up here.
This is actually our owner's box, but this is representative of our luxury suites. So again, you're 27 feet or 27 rows off the pitch. And we have great for fans. Anybody that wants to come, we have economical seats, and if you want a little bit more and you want to have some shrimp and lobster and sit on the veranda and watch the game, we've got that here with the luxury suites too. So we try to have a little bit of something for everybody. And we've got 40 luxury suites in it. We can actually expand it down the road. But again, we try to have a little something for everybody. You can come here, you can watch a great game, bring the kids, sit in a box, sit on the field. We have seats that are right on the field as well. So a little bit of everything.
All right. Well, Tom, listen, a new startup thing like this, thing's going well so far. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for coming on with us today. Tom Veit, president of the Philadelphia Union, showing us a great inside look at the brand new PPL Park.
You'll find classic dining in a casual setting when you visit the historic Lamb Tavern in Springfield. Delicious all-American cuisine, newly renovated dining room and bar, exceptional banquet facilities, a great place to meet for a meal, for a drink, or to celebrate a special day. It's always a pleasure to visit the Lamb, where historic charm combines with excitement and class right here in Springfield. Find menus and more information online at lambtavern.com.
Optinaker Incorporated. Let's talk trash. We have been serving the Delaware Valley since 1969 and have established a reputation for reliability and consistently great service. We offer personalized services to meet your exact needs. We do recycling, roll-off and container service, compactors, bulk cleanup, and more. Demolition services are also available. Call Optinaker Incorporated at 610-459-3515 or find us online at optinaker.com.
Osmond Irons Sr. has been on probation and parole for a convicted charge of robbery and aggravated assault for 10 years. He has failed to comply with the Delaware County probation and parole guidelines multiple times, and a warrant for his arrest was issued November 6, 2009 for failing to report positive tests for narcotics and fines and costs. The original incident occurred in Chester Township. An assault occurred at the Highland Motel. The motel manager observed two men beating another man about the head with a bottle. Irons, who fled the scene, also robbed the victim. He was at the hotel with friends drinking when Irons and another man came into the room. The victim was attacked with a bottle, and Irons began to kick and stomp him. Irons ordered the victim, give up the money. A short time later, Upper Chichester police had a traffic stop involving Irons, and he was arrested. Irons was released on parole, but has violated the court-mandated conditions and is now a wanted person. Irons' last known address was 2718 Swartz Street in the city of Chester. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Osmond Irons, please contact the Delaware County Sheriff's Office wanted hotline at 1-877-R-WANTED. Please make no attempt to approach or apprehend this individual on your own. Call the Sheriff's hotline or 911 immediately.